Hey folks, Mike the Missilebud Zine here. While my computer's doing some maintenance stuff between iRacing seasons, I thought I'd take this opportunity to give you guys a quick tour of my rig, just in case you're curious. Because this thing is about to get all tore apart, and I figure, what the hell, why not, document it for history's sake. So, I got this desk from, I think it was one of my brother's old workbenches. And it used to have a keyboard tray in here where you sit. We took that out. That's where I got my steering wheel. That's a G27. Pretty basic. I've got I gotta think of what it is. It's a Logitech. I think it's a P310. I think it's called. Set up down there is kind of a quick $20 button box. It also disconnects for when I play games that use a regular gamepad. I have a wireless wireless keyboard up here, and you also see I got my Super NES Classic. That's all wired into the main monitor. I've got my shifter over here. This is the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to fixing with this new desk is the shifter. I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. But if you look, I have no mouse. I have this much space to move my mouse in, and that's all I've ever worked with, which is fine for like racing games where you don't really use the mouse that much, but for playing like Star Citizen and stuff like that, yeah, it's not ideal. So yeah, hopefully the big desk is going to make a big improvement on that. What else? Pedal box down here. The pedal set, it's a standard G27 pedal set, but I've got a couple of Nixon springs in it on the brake pedal and the clutch, I think. So those have been firmed up a little bit, and you can see I made myself a little kind of scrap wood frame just to kind of brace it against so I can kick at the thing without it flipping up on me. The seat is one of those old, cheap, shitty motorsports seats that you'd never in a million years consider putting in like an actual race car, attached to a bar stool frame. So it does swivel, which is handy, but also not. I know it drives my old man nuts. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday I'll have like an actual mounted seat into something. The other reason that it's mounted on a bar stool is not just for convenience, but also because I need to get it out of the way, because not only is that my main monitor, but it is also my TV for my apartment. I got my couch back here and everything, so when I actually want to use it to watch TV, yeah, I move I either turn the seat off to the side, or I just slide it out of the way. The steering wheel, however, I never take off the desk, so it's always in the way, which is kind of obnoxious. Let's see, what else we got? The lamp back there. Lamp actually really works nice in this little space, especially at night. I'm hoping I get to hang on to it. I don't know exactly how this new desk is going to fit into this corner of the room. So, like I said, I'm hoping I can hang on to it, but if I got to if I got to get a different lamp, well, then I got to get a different lamp. It's not going to be the end of the world. Other stuff, I got some cheap dollar store cable management stuff right here for all my extra USB cables. I've got another one over here. Those are just the cables for the steering wheel and pedal set and for the gamepad. Just so that they're handy. I can just plug them right in because I use these. I plug them into these top two USB ports right here. I do have a USB hub right here. I don't really use it that much, but I mean it does come in handy for plugging in my phone or downloading some stuff off the GoPro if I don't have the little adapter with me. It's overkill, but it does come in handy. I used to plug all of my sim racing stuff into a USB hub like this until I had a bad experience with a disconnect with the hub dying on me, and now I don't do that anymore. PC down here, old trusty. Mike Cooley at PC Doctor in Wisconsin built this for me. Jeez, God, it's got to be going on 6-7 years ago now. Haven't really done anything to it. It's a GTX 660 EVGA NVIDIA card. with an Intel i7 processor. It's getting dated, especially as I play Star Citizen. In fact, it's getting a couple of new RAM chips added to it pretty soon, because it's actually fallen below the minimum minimum system requirement to play Star Citizen in any capacity. It doesn't even launch anymore. I got my modem right there. I've got my power strip right there. I know my cable management sucks. You don't need to tell me. Hopefully that's one of the things I'll get to rectify at least a little bit with this with the new build. I've also got my cable box up there. Cable box is going to be going away. I'm going to be cutting the cord very shortly, probably sometime this week. I'll probably be taking it in. I'm still going to be using cable internet, but yeah, the TV thing, we've found a much better alternative for it. So that's going to be going bye-bye. In its place, on the new desk, I'd like to set up something kind of similar to this, where it's just, the box is hanging down there. But I would like to, instead of a cable box, I have this Blu-ray player that is on this old TV credenza that is like horribly overworked and jammed full of DVDs and off-road racing stuff and Blu-ray movies and anime and just rather odds and ends junk that I would like to have handy when I'm working or gaming at my PC. So this I don't think is even going to fit with the new desk in here, so I'm probably going to replace this, and I'd kind of like to see that Blu-ray player make it into kind of like that kind of arrangement. What else? Oh, the seat. Yeah, another thing about the seat. Yeah, so if you guys have been watching like my YouTube videos, if you're ever watching a YouTube video of me on iRacing and you're over the shoulder, that's where the GoPro cam goes right there. And then for the face cam on all of my Spin Tires and Spin Tires Mudrunner videos, you guys are up there. Other things that are cool about this. Oh, best money I ever spent on sim racing is this little fan. It's one of those shit little $7 desktop fans. It just plugs into a regular wall outlet. It is awesome for endurance racing, just to get some air moving around you. I highly recommend it if you want to do any kind of 1 hour, 2 hour long endurance sim racing. It really, really helps on the long runs. It doesn't even need to be cold air. Just enough to get air circulation around you so that you're not sweating to death in your own seat on really busy tracks. I've also got the off-brand Camelback type thing. Again, I don't really do a whole lot of endurance racing lately, but yeah, when I do use that, I bought the thing for like $15 on clearance, so I can fill it with ice water the day before a big endurance race and stick it in there. I've also got some Velcro on the side of the chair, and I've got the end of the tube, the drink tube, wrapped in Velcro, so it's right there. I can just reach down and grab it. Let's see what else. Headset is a Logitech H310 or H530. 310 is the gamepad. It's nice. The headband on it is getting kind of tore up. I'm probably going to be replacing that pretty soon. Other stuff. Going back to the mouse. The mouse is a Logitech M705 wireless mouse. It's probably going to get replaced. Probably like for like, because I really like this mouse. The problem is that right now the optical tracker on it is starting to not work, and also the right mouse click doesn't work. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't work. It doesn't work as well anymore. I gotta like smash the hell out of it. So it's old. It's old. It's very well used, and yeah, I think its time has come. The dash. If you guys have ever watched my some of my iRacing videos, you see I've got the dashboard. That's just my old cell phone, a couple of GoPro mounts, and some creativity with the 3D printer at work to make a little adapter, and that plugs in. I've got a separate USB power cable right here, and that plugs into either the phone or the SNES Classic, yeah, so that's pretty much my whole sim racing setup. And then one last thing, yeah, I've got the so these, the steering wheel and the pedals, those never move. Those always stay there. So when I want to play Star Citizen, or actually I've been playing distance with hands-on throttle and stick, I've got a Cytec, what is it, X52? I can't even remember. Yeah, X52. And I have it screwed to a cutting board. So I got all the USB cable spooled up on there. So I just sit the thing on my lap. I slide my chair back a little bit. I turn all the lights off, and I fly spaceships and race virtual race cars. Yeah, so that's basically my setup. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'm really looking forward to tearing this whole thing apart and getting rid of it and replacing this rectangular desk that's in a corner of my very small one-bedroom apartment with an actual corner desk in the corner of my very small one-bedroom apartment. So, hope you liked the video. Thanks a bunch. See you soon.